everyone.
Hello.
Hi, girls.
Hello.
Yay. Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to Harmony in the Home. This show is for you again to create harmony, to create wonderful connections with the people in your life, with your partners, with your children, with your coworkers, with anyone that I know we say harmony in the home, but also it's however it is in your business, that's how it's going to be in your home, and how it is in your home, it could be in your business. So it's all connected. Thank you so much for being here. And today we have with us Aliyah and Gazal. Hello.
I'm Gazelle.
I'm Gazal.
Well, I am.
The celebration queens.
We both are.
Yay. Exactly. I love our backgrounds today. Oh my God. They're just so festive and rich and just, oh, I love it.
It's all about the lights.
All about the lights. Exactly. So today we wanted to talk a little bit about how men and women stop their pleasure and stop their money. And we don't even see a lot of times how we do it. Most of the time, we don't even notice how we stop each other. Actually, most of the time, we make sure that we stop the other person from getting what they want. Right? I mean, how many times you see, a family or whatever, a group of girls or a group of men or anyone, and somebody's sharing something really exciting for them. Oh, this is coming up and I'm so excited. I don't know how it's going to go, but this is the idea. And in return, you hear, oh, that's not going to work. Yeah. They're like, psh.
Let me give you a better idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah, exactly. With that, you could do this and you could do that. And you know what? I have some people, I'm going to connect you, and you should do that. And you should watch this movie, and you should watch this YouTube, and you should, and the person is like, oh, I already forgot my own desire, my own pleasure. And what's so interesting about that is when you hear it once, somebody tells you about your pleasure, that it's not going to work. You hear it second time, you hear it third time, you hear it all the time, and then you start to forget what your pleasure is, and then you don't create from your heart and from your desire. You know, right, Giselle?
And start believing
Yes.
that old thing what they
Yeah.
said, but in it.
And then you start to think from your mind, from your head, to make your decisions. The head makes the decisions, the worry, the concern, because of all the worry and the concern that comes to you when you share something that really lights you up, right? So I'm going to share a quick story, and then let's see how it could have gone differently, and how people take their lights out. So I was with my man in trying to pick a movie for the evening hour to watch, and he selected a movie, and it was about 3 hours long. And he said, "Oh my God, I wanted to watch this movie for like such a long time. It's available. Let's watch it." And all I can think, "Oh my God, it's 3 hours. It's 10 o'clock. We have to go to bed tomorrow. We have to wake up." And then I said it. And then as soon as I said that, I noticed how he went from to like, oh, oh yeah, you're right. And then like his shoulders went down. It's like, yeah, you're right. And I have to get up, and I have to get up early, and then I have to go work really hard. And oh man, that was brutal. And I thought, wow. I said, no, I take it back. It really made you feel like so bright when you said it. So let's watch the movie. But it was a little bit too late, because he was like, no, you're right. I already planned the idea into his head. because it's something that he heard, right, throughout his life. Oh, but you got to get up early, you have to go to bed early.
Paulina does like just adding
so
more.
like, so
Remember.
I know. And then, how does it go into his daily life? Right now, he's going to bed thinking, yeah, I gotta get up early. In the morning, he wakes up. He didn't get to watch the movie. It didn't get to give him pleasure. He got up early and he's thinking, oh yeah, I have a hard day that I have to do, really hard at. And then of course that goes into losing money, right? Because you're in your head, not in your heart, and you didn't get to do what you really want to do, and now you got to work really hard. Nobody wants to pay you for that, so that's how it goes. And all out of one comment that I made.
Good job, Paulina.
Yeah. Great mess up, I know. Thank you.
This is what we do. We celebrate when we make mistakes because now we can learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that actually got me to think about what I do too. Sometimes I do the same thing. Like, I remember a conversation. He was so lit up about something, and it was spending some money, but then it was like something that was really, really lighting him up. And I said, no, don't do it. You're gonna waste your money, and you're not gonna complete the project, and it's not gonna go anywhere.
Mm-mm.
And he's like, yeah, you're right. And now, like, I just memory that came, and I was like, darn, I killed it. Like I totally killed it, instead of just saying, wow, that really lights you up. That's it. That's all.
Wow. And it's also like the feminine way that's the feminine way of communicating, which is right now women don't know the way to communicate in the feminine way, which is supernatural, but they go into the masculine communication, which is like the debate and accusation and argument and complaining and blaming. But the feminine way, you just give feedback. You say, oh yeah, that lights you up, or that doesn't light you up,
And to me, in the past, I would have thought also, wow, that lights you up. How are you going to do it?
Oh.
Like, oh, that's right. How am I going to do it? And I know that because he does that to me. He's like, oh, great idea. How are you going to do it? How are you going to get the people? And I'm like,
yeah, suffocate. Yeah. What about you, Ghazal? What did you notice? And
I just like just see how little very short comment can just put it. And what came to my mind is like, I hope it will work. I hope this time it will work, or something like that. It's like, really? just very like little. You think it will work? In the face, like pity face. Like, oh, you're believing in me so much that I think, and you start thinking, I said, is it? I don't know if it will work or not, because you are like flying and like, oh, let me do this and that, and only the little feedback. I hope it will work it, and maybe you can do something more easy, like different, something like that. Yeah, that story, it's real. You can see how it's very important to not. Yeah, I mean, before you want to help person, just listen. I think you're just like before I was in my case, anyone who tell the story, I want to do this and that. Then, like you said, Ali, I try give it like, and right away, like start solving the problem. What we can do, because that's the problem. We have to solve it. We have to solve it, and what we can do. But this is not the case. They're just sharing the idea, and that you're like, yes. And we do that not only with our partners, with our kids, especially like kids, like my mom, she does for me, like, I hope we can work this time. And something like that.
Like, thanks, Mom. That was awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the feedback. So that's only, yeah, Ali.
I was gonna, this is a brilliant example of this morning when we had a conversation with a friend of ours and we invited her to our next Thursday event. She said, please, no chicken dance. Like, so there was an event and at some point I invited people for a volunteer event and I turned on chicken dance.
Yeah.
And there were 5 women and 2 guys. And she was one of the women. And, she tried to do it, but then other women didn't want to do it. So kind of like everybody got off the stage. So I was like, okay, cool. I turned it off and I turned it to another activity.
Mhm.
But the funny thing is that a month before that, when I turned on Chicken Dance, it was the hit of the whole evening. Like everybody started coming up, the kids started coming up and dancing and stuff. So it was just kind of interesting how in the past I would have been like, oh yeah, no chicken dance. That's right. That was a fail on stage, right? Just because people stepped off. But because I'm trained, and because I've seen that it does work, I'm thinking, what? Why not chicken dance? Like I didn't take it the way that I would have taken it in the past. Like in the past, I would have been like, oh, probably, oh, or asked, why not? What's going on? What happened? But I didn't even pay attention to the fact that she reminded me that it was a fail moment. But at the same time, because I know that it worked before, and I never know what works on stage, I can just ask ideas. So for some reason, your story with the kids reminded me of that particular comment. No chicken dance, please.
Yeah. You didn't go into caring.
Oh no.
No. Normally people do, they go into caring when somebody is excited about their idea and they share, and somebody has an opinion about it and they say, give you that opinion. And if the opinion and the people care about the opinion of other person, and that's what throws people off the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Like you can't make people stop giving you their opinions. You could hang out less with the people that give you a lot of opinions. Okay. But you can't stop them from giving you opinions. But what you can do is that you don't have to go into caring. You could just go into appreciation, and you could just acknowledge the person and say, hey, thanks for your input. I got this, and so on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting world. And Rosal and I had an event on Saturday,
Mhm.
and there was a couple that showed up, and they were interesting, very interesting. They, participated in different teams because I forced them to. In the beginning, they wanted to be in one. But then there was a situation to where we invited them for an individual interview. And the answer was, we only do these together.
Mhm.
And we're unable, if this is not right, then we will pass this opportunity.
Okay.
Wow.
I had to explain back, look, we have procedures. And our procedures is we have to interview one person at a time.
Mhm.
And it can't be, oh, then in that case, we have to pass the opportunity. But then I thought for a second, like, well, maybe there's miscommunication because we're emailing back and forth. So I emailed back and I said again, like, look, you can be there sitting, listening, but we are going to be doing what we're going to be doing during the interview with one person at a time and then another. But now as I'm thinking about it, is that brings up a point of, is there trust there? Is one of them blocking the other's flow of income? Could that be happening too?
That looks like jealousy. It looked like somebody jealous. I mean, some of them, I guess, girl. And that's very that's what stopped each other game. Like, okay, what you will do that together anyway. But the thinking like maybe She's just afraid. And what do you think about jealousy?
Yeah,
It's a very low self-confidence. Not trust, like earlier you said, no trust there.
and also like we don't know what's going on in
We
there,
don't.
right? And at the same time, we know for sure that nobody's reading each other's lights. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah,
They need
so
to-
like we can kind of, because of the pattern of how people and couples treat each other, and because of how excited they were at the event, right, to come in then and then follow through and then come back for an interview, and then suddenly there's like, oh, because we can't come together, we're not going to come for this interview, even though they were excited for the interview. So somewhere there was a miscommunication, some sort of a breakdown, where they didn't get what they wanted, or at
Right.
least one of them didn't get. Maybe they both had wanted something and they didn't get it. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't
But
know.
the main thing here is what we're learning, and what we are sharing here is that if you is to read each other's lights.
Right.
When you're in a relationship or in a partnership with your honey, with your honey bunny, you have a man, you have a woman, you have children, you have coworkers, they share stuff with you. Just be observant. This is a tool of observation. You can look and see how excited are they about their idea, and when they are excited, try not to shut them down. Okay.
Yeah.
Try not to shut them down with your opinions and your own ideas and advice, right? A lot of times I look at people and I say, well, where are you in that position? Let's say if you're telling me how to create, let's say Aliyah is creating a celebration company. She has a celebration company, Celebration for Celebrities, right? You're innovating celebration. So if somebody comes to you and you tell them, this is what I want, would you like to be part of my game? And they say, well, I have an idea. And you say, well, do you have a celebration company? Like,
even if you
how
have.
could you possibly have an idea when it's something that I'm innovating? Now, of course, when the people come and they win your trust, right, and they stay with you for I don't know, for some time, and you see that they're invested in you winning and this company growing, and then let's say they want to bring up what they see, then of course you will listen and say, okay, well, what do you see, right? If it's in your team, or no?
No.
Okay, there you go. The woman who knows what she wants.
Here, and this brings up a very good point, because if someone told me I have an idea for you,
Yeah.
that immediately is shut off, because what I'm hearing and what most people are hearing, your idea is not good enough. Let me tell you what somebody else did. If somebody is already on my team and they want me to do something new, they might say, I had a vision. Would you like to hear it? Right?
Yes.
And then I'll be like, oh, of course. Like,
Yes.
what if we had the fireworks and stuff?
Yes.
And then as they share with me, they're like, oops, that doesn't light you up. Never mind, I forget, right? Like, that's the team.
Yes, of course, that's exactly what I meant, is that like when you have people that are in positions doing things for you from where they are, they could also see things.
Exactly.
So that you want them to come to you and say, hey, this is what I see. But then when they tell you and they notice that you don't light up, it's like, oops, that doesn't light you up. Okay, scratch that. I love that. That's exactly how we train. This is the sage transformers, the sage communication tools. You just don't turn people off. You turn them on. Okay. You turn people on and you keep them on. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And just to go back for a second with that couple, I remember the detail, a very important detail of why we both interpreted that way. The guy received a lot of attention during his skit he was phenomenal. Everybody started walking over to him and giving him a lot of attention, like a lot more than anybody else.
Mhm.
So, and in the email, what I received was that, we have to blah, blah, the way that it was structured. So this is just to kind of bring back on those lights. Like if the person, if his partner saw the lights that he got and just followed those lights, like, man, you have to join this team. Did you see how much they saw you? Did you
Yeah.
see like that and that, like, oh, you go do, and then we say, this is the procedure. You go do that procedure
Yeah.
because you do everything to go there because I've seen you in that role, my man, and I want you in that role. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
That would make a world a better place for sure. Which is then what you said, Guzal, right? Is that somebody got jealous there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why that's good that you, Alia, you share that, because now like while you was talking, you say, okay, instead of doing that, because her probably she want that attention too, but this time her husband or boyfriend, whatever, in the couples, she got it, and then okay, how I can kill his game. I will say no, we will just together. That's it. This is like perfect example how you can kill your partner's game. Instead of like you say earlier, instead of going and say yes, yes, go, then she will get that what she needs, and she will be also getting a lot of attention, but she's not the queen this time, I guess. I don't know. So this is really perfect example. Simple, but very killing.
Yeah, very killing. Another thing here is when you help your partner win, like if he gets the attention, he'll win, she will win too.
Exactly.
Yes, when you kill somebody else's game that's your close family member, you kill your own game. It's like you take a knife and you put it in your hand, your own hand, because it's your own family. So exactly, yeah.
Like in that game. Da, da, da.
Yeah. But people don't know this, and but it's very available. We have Sage
Yeah.
University, sageuniversity.com. Please check it out. There's just nothing else like it, guys. I guarantee you. When it comes to communication, to aliveness and money movement, there's nothing else like it. We're like 100 years ahead of the game. It might seem that we're just playing around, but there's so much that's going on, so much that we're creating just with our pleasure. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Sweet. So, well, thank you so much, ladies, for being here. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching. Again, please check us out on sageuniversity.com. If you have any questions, let us know. We're here. Subscribe, like, share. We love you very much, and we're here to assist you. Thank you. See you
Thank
next
you.
time. Thank you. Bye-bye.